Key here. Miss Jackie behind the camera with Pooh Bear Trash Panda, Mr. Jaden. And today I am doing the Winter 15 Tag 2022 Challenge by Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. And he has 15 questions here that he has sent me. And the first one is what is your favorite quote? Um, I guess I don't know. I say so many different quotes. Uh, what is it, Pooh Bear? It can't be dirty. But I guess one of my favorite quotes on my channel, I will say, I will say, take take a child, take a friend, take a neighbor, keep the tradition alive. To take anybody trapping, hunting, fishing, just keep the tradition alive. I guess I would go from there. And then number two, aside from necessities, what is one thing you cannot let go without? Well, let's see. Uh, Mr. Pooh Bear says I can't go without him, and that's true. I could not do without Miss Jackie, Jaden, my little munchkin here in the background, Mister. This is my other buddy, Blaze. Right here. Can you see him, Mom? And this is my other buddy. This is Blaze. Here's Blaze. That's my Blaze. He's my service dog. Um, but the one thing I have a hard time doing without sometimes is my Diet Dew. And I hear about it all the time too. I love my Diet Dew. And number three, what are your hobbies? Well, most people know that I love my main hobbies are hunting, fishing, and I absolutely love trapping. I love trapping my coyotes. Um, that's one of my favorite. Jackie's hobbies are she loves to do her flowers. She hates it when I buy all of them. She hates it to death that I buy all of them, and then she's got to do it. But then when they come up, she's like, "Oh, baby, thank you, thank you." Mr. Jaden's hobbies, he loves to play his Nintendo. He loves to play his Xbox, um, and that's one of the things he loves. Have you ever been snow skiing? Well, I've never did downhill skiing because I've always been a little bit big, but until my teen years. But I did do some cross country skiing. That's about it. I used to have cross country skis, and I used to do that. Other than that, nope. And no skiing, not even water skiing. I've always been kind of afraid going too fast and splat on something. And what is your favorite soup? This is kind of not too hard. I actually kind of have two favorites, but my first and foremost is tomato soup. I love tomato soups. I don't know what it is about tomato soup. I don't like raw tomatoes, but boy, I could eat some tomato soup. And my other one is chicken dumpling. I really like a good chicken dumpling, and that's kind of mine and Jaden's favorite there. Miss Jackie, everything is soup with Jackie loves soup. I don't care what kind of soup it is. She loves her what is it? Your rib soup is one of her favorites. That's your favorites, ain't it, Jack? Your rib soup?
Chicken
Go ahead, say it.
and chicken.
We're
Chicken and pork.
This is
Beef.
Loki. He tagged me, but this is Loki. This is all three of our channels. So you love the
Pork, beef,
chicken, pork, and beef.
shrimp,
Oh, with shrimp.
soup,
Yeah, seafood soup. And the funny thing is about the soup,
fish.
I always Jackie and I had a little bit of a language difference, and I thought she was saying sup. So now when we say we would like some soup, we always say sup. So that's our little thing. Miss Jackie's pointing at me in the back. Favorite activity to do in the snow, now and or as a child? Well, there's a few things that we like to do. I like trapping in the snow. Maybe not as much snow as we have this year, but I like trapping in the snow. All three of us love to go ice fishing in the snow. Miss Jackie loves to see those fish coming out there. You never see a bigger smile on her when she catches either a coyote, a bobcat, or gets her some big old fish coming out the hole. Another thing is that we love to go snow tubing. There's a nice snow place right here, so we love to do that. Would you rather go skating or rollerblading? Let's see. Neither. Afraid I might break a hip. I'm a little bit too big for that, and I used to be really good at skating uh, and ice skating and all that when I was younger, but now I wouldn't even try it with the way my legs are. And then if you ever watch Jackie and Jaden do it, you'd probably understand why I don't want to do it. Now we got number 8, mittens or gloves. For me, it'd be gloves, but I have what they call mitten gloves. When I go deer hunting, if it gets really cold, I'll flip them over and use it. A lot of times I don't even use gloves in the winter, but gloves is my main thing that I like to use. Number 9, how do you prefer to work out in the winter? How do I prefer to work out in the winter? Well, I try doing a little bit of walking with my trap line. Little walking when I'm fishing. Not real big at doing a lot of workout, but that's what we do. We do a little bit of walking and get a little workout on the trap lines. Number 10, what is the last book you read? Honestly, I don't remember the last book I read. I'm not much of a book reader. I read magazines. But I do remember I used to read books to Jaden when he was younger. So I'm assuming it was a book, for children back. Otherwise, probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I probably read a few trapping books, but I'm not a big reader. I got my trapping magazines and stuff like that. I'll read that. Do you prefer hardback or book or Kindle? Well, we don't do Kindle. And Jaden reads a lot. He's the reader in the family. Boy, he's won the Battle of the Books, number 1 in the state last year, so I'm proud of him. He reads a lot of hard book. Like I said, I read a lot of magazines. A podcast that you feel you have to share. Well, there's a few things. One, if it's on YouTube, Sheena's Ketovore Life. She's pretty awesome. She's an awesome woman. I like watching a lot of the guys, stuff we do. But as far as regular podcasts, I like listening to stuff like Howard Stern. I like listening to Tom's lives and stuff that he does, Mr. Keto Cook, and we have tried some of his soups, and believe me, they are good. And but like main podcasts, Kevin Hart, we like watching that. Listening to him sometimes on there. So, what is my favorite winter memory as a child? Oh my God, I tell Jackie this almost every year, probably 30 times a year. When me and my brother were young, we were out on Lake Michigan. We lived right off of Lake Michigan, just south of Milwaukee, in Racine, the city of Racine in Racine County, here in Wisconsin. We had a storm that kept circling, go over the lake, come back, so we'd get lake effect, go back around, and that's all it did, is just kept circling and circling and circling we had so much snow. We were out of school for almost 3 weeks because it was so bad. They kept pushing the snow at the end of the street. We lived right on the county line, and there was a cabbage field at the end, and they just kept pushing all that snow down and over. And I have a picture somewhere that where me and my brother actually were standing on top of the snow pile, and we were actually above the electrical wires. That we were just so high. My dad took a picture of us sitting up there on the top. And I mean, we were probably 5, 6 foot over it, which we just got so much snow plowed in that pretty much the city was just shut down. I remember that as a kid. That's just something that I always remember. It's always there. So that's kind of what my favorite memory, as a child, for winter wise goes. Do you have any winter traditions? Well, we do have a few winter traditions. We know when it comes to putting up our tree for Christmas and stuff. When Jackie first got here, she was pregnant with Jaden um, in November, and she got here in September. And we went out, and this what is it, late November, early December, probably early December, right? And we got our very first tree, and then we had gotten a artificial tree, but the last 5 6 years, 5 years, we kind of gone back to going out and getting our own tree. We put up our stuff, kind of do that. Our trapping is part of our winter tradition, and we always like to go tubing for Jaden. And the 15th, does your family prefer cards or board games? Well, we like playing board games because me and Jaden just like beating Jackie all the time. One of these days she might win, but she always says we cheat. But them are the 15 that we got, and so we need to tag 3 people. And since Mr. Tom Garvey gave it to us, we got to see what his wife says. We're gonna tag Meg's Mysteries. If you haven't seen her channel, you really got to watch it. She's got some really nice stuff. And maybe one of these days she'll invite me up and I'll tell her a few of the things that's done me. Maybe we'll get a live going, and I'll tell her some of the things that's done with me. And then we got a very good person, one that I really like too. All these are people I really like. Sheena's Keto Vor Life. If you've never watched her, you really got to go. She can talk. Jackie says I can talk, and she's got a spot on memory too. She can remember everything. I think Miss Sheena can actually out talk me. I think there a little bit, but then the third one will be Life with Belinda and Chuck. Um, they're really amazing people. I love talking with them. They do different stuff. They do a little and whatever and cooking and stuff. So them are the 3 that I am picking: Meg's Mysteries, Sheena's Ketovore Life, and Life with Belinda and Chuck. Those are the 3 people I am tagging for Mr. Tom Garvey's Winter 15 2022 Tag Challenge. So, you take care and have a good night, and hope we see you on the flip side. Take care.